Good. I sit on the shelf because if I sit low, I look fat.
So let's sit off.
Yeah, mother.
So this way we're this way. So
Yeah,
we
okay.
talk.
How's the lighting? Do you need to wipe?
No, everything looks great.
Once y'all move over and Deanna said that, you go on your yama side of that chair. We're ready, ma'am.
All right, very good.
That's when you're ready.
It's ready to go whenever you guys are
Okay,
ready.
great. So, Tomie Ray, how did you and Mr. Brown meet?
Amen.
Noises.
Okay.
Do you want to ask a question?
No, it's
Wait
like,
1 minute.
Actually, Mr. Brown and I met coincidentally through one of his background singers, Candace Hurst, who was in the room. She introduced us. I was looking for a job actually I was singing in Las Vegas doing a Janis Joplin review, playing Janis Joplin in a Legends and Concert show. And Candace was a girl who I taught how to write a song many years ago when we lived together, probably about 15 years ago. And she called me up and she said, I want to repay the favor because you taught me how to write a song. And really all I did was teach her how to put a format together. And she said, I want to pay you back. Do you want an audition with James Brown? And I said, are you kidding? Yeah, of course. When? Where? And so I went and I met him at the Hilton, right?
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. She knew what she wanted to do, and didn't take her long to answer things, you know. And she had to study or think about nothing. So I thought she was pretty sure of herself. And coincidentally, I loved Janis Joplin before I knew she was in the world, you know. And because Janis Joplin made me feel good as a young lady, Caucasian, fighting back like a Joan of Arc or something, you know. And I'm very proud of that. Because that means that Dr. King just didn't save one group, he saved many groups. He made people realize that everybody's human and they have feelings and they want to see things. But Tomie Ray, make a long story short, I could elaborate on it from now on. But when she went to San Francisco, we sat around and she played some records I just recorded, and I had to get my stuff. She's very quiet. But when I first met her, I was introduced. She said, "This is Tomie Ray." I said, "James Brown." She said, "Hello." Any woman can say that in depth. Can sing high too, because that's deeper than I am. So I told her that, and that was perfected, you know. But anyway, we got from San Francisco to Augusta, Georgia, and during that time I had a bigger operation than I got now, handling myself. Now I have a vast operation I can't handle no more. But at that time I was handling a lot of things myself. So I took it to the studio, and we just put yourself down, put it down, you know. So I gave her a little producer. I think he's a very good young man, fine young man, very talented. His name is Derek Monk. So I told him what we selected the song we want to do, and she did. So I came to the session. I gave her a chance to work alone. And then I came to the session. He was trying to sing her too hard. I said, wait a minute. Don't do that. Let her sing. She's no stranger to this business. She's not a stranger, so let her sing. And she sang. And believe me, that album we produced there at Studio South in Augusta, Georgia, was unbelievable. But here come the deterioration of record labels. You know, I don't think you got maybe 2 or 3 now. All these people may have some subsidiary of it, but there's no record label. And it's bad to say. But I think the quicker we understand it, the better we'll let the people in the streets start back operating the way they were. Because they know better than some human, among us conglomerate. And the conglomerates don't know that. It takes small people, small record companies to make artists. And it takes radio stations that allow to program the new artists. You know, the new artists today cut a record, they can't get played. But I try to throw my arm around her on that note. She can tell you, we made a vow that we're going to be tight with each other. I don't want to do that. But I thought the voice she didn't get a shot. And I guess love made a lie to me, because I wound up with a wife. But when I got to finish doing the session, we cut it last. We had a lot of songs, you know, we cut it last, a lot of more. There's some other songs that we want to talk about. Because there's one song that's greater than anything I know. But we can't talk about those songs. But we released that last, because I thought about Ellen. And Miss James, she was not really doing too much. But when that last came out, Celine Dion, Christina Aguilera, Lou Laws, Aretha Franklin was doing it, and a lot of other people. All of a sudden, that last was an end song, you know, and it was out before I was born.
And thank God Etta James started coming out too, so that was good, because I love Etta James. She's
But the one thing about it, was we were able to create a new interest for that song. From political and crazy things, because she's redheaded and you see where I'm at. I mean, you can't miss it. Of course, that's my daughter. That's two of them, you know.
That's right.
That's Deanna and Yama.
Deanna Brown here, she's a very, she's the hottest DJ in Augusta, Georgia. Radio and television personality. And that's Yama Brown, Dr. Yama Brown, right over there. That's the two daughters there. And Mr. Frank Copsit is trying to run away there.
Well, let me finish this year.
But,
Since you're going to be an announcer, we want you to be a singer.
yes, sir.
Well, I saw her work, and I was really proud of what I saw. And she found out that I was in love with Janis Joplin for a long time, not personally, but for what she did, the chances she took to try to do that stuff. That's almost as rough as Rap Brown or Stoke Carmichael, because what they were doing, people pulled against it. They were just ignorant. They didn't know it was not harmful, but it's good. And one night we were laying home, and we put on this piano singing. What's your young lady's name? They play the piano. That we like so much.
Dinah Washington?
You know,
Oh, Diana Krall.
yeah. And we got kind of good because it's nice to be cozy in a small place, that kind of stuff. But accidentally, she put that rock tune on. Called Heart Attack. I listened. I said, who's that? She said, that's me. What? When I heard that, I knew that Tomie Ray had been taken advantage of. I heard a lot of other stories since that, but she'll tell that in her biography one day. Because I wouldn't do it now. But she'd been done wrong. And thank God we got together. She saved my life. I saved hers. Here we are, you know. I was very ill and didn't know it. I had diabetes, you know. But I went through the teeth thing years ago. She needed that, and we just became buddies, you know. And that makes buddies actually better than this normal marriage. We became buddies. And we put the record out, and they lied about it. And a lot of people passed on real early because they couldn't, God wasn't going to let them stay alive, but that's but they took advantage of her and me. And I spent money trying to make it right. Then forced to hand the tape to Tomie Ray. Tomie Ray is someone that if you get her and put on your label, you got a good artist. You got one I believe in. And I don't think, I might not have to be 100% knowledgeable. I think about 85%. The only place I would,
185%.
when it comes to music, the only thing that I fall back on is not having a chance to do it. Now, we just finished the album, and she and I did a great song, which we're not going to tell you. But it was unbelievable, and then some. And she want to tell you that's her business, but
I'm not going to tell you, you're not going to
because
tell.
every time you do one of those songs, you know, what happens? Somebody steals it, you know. You're in James Brown camp, so you know it's going to be dynamic, you know. We got a little, in this system, a Caucasian lady that got the soul of a sanctified person. We gave away some churches. We do that we did it 8 years in a row. And she had one convention, and we have a gospel group singing with us, the Swanee Quintet, known throughout the world. She went right in and started singing with her. I was amazed. I can do that. But this young kid at my age, how can she do it? Sanctified, and the Holy Ghost there, and good feeling for other people. She's very sensitive. She's been trying a long time. She and I and a lot of other people in my group has been pushing. And I think that this will probably be the best thing that happened to her. And if you're a family and you're making this film, it's the best thing that happened to you too. Because I don't know about living story fit better than her. She lived it, and she survived with God's guidance and help.
And James Brown's help, for sure.
Well, God guided us, He guided you. And I couldn't rebuke it, didn't get away from it because it was just right. And I just tell you that I'm very proud, I'm very pleased with her performing. You can't tell me nobody, there's not many people out there, not, well, whatever the nationality is, whatever the culture is, will be Tomie Ray projecting because it's a new thing. And my thing is to make sure she's different from anybody, you know. It's all right to hang, but you can't hang too much because you got a direction now and you really got the nerves to rehearse it. And I also told her if she get this part, she's very strong-minded, Taurus, like me, you know. So she, I said, whatever they tell you, you do. I said, you read the script, but don't take that to heart because it's going to be like that. It's going to be like the director wanted. So you better just go there neutral. Come up with a whole neutrality in your concept and your feeling, because you're going to have to do what they say. The Tomie Ray, as long as she minds those people, she'll be a very, very, very big actress.
Well, you know, I want to interject and just say a few of the things that that have been really, really helpful to me. I mean, in my whole singing career, since I'm a kid singing, was meeting James Brown and learning from him. He has taught me so many valuable, very great lessons. He does a lot of really wonderful things that I would hate for anybody to miss some of the things that he does. He just got his statue in Augusta, and it's been a long time coming. And it was put off for you know, whatever reasons, but it's there where it should be, where it needs to be.
As much as I'm eating these accolades up,
But wait a minute.
I don't want you to talk. It's
Wait a
you.
minute.
It's about you.
I know it is.
I want the people
Come
to
on
know.
now.
No, I want
We
the
have
people.
a turkey
See
giveaway
that?
every year in
There it
Augusta,
is.
Georgia, for the children. He gives away toys every Christmas
It's not my
to the
thing,
children
man.
in Augusta, Georgia. This is our thing.
No, it's your
And
thing.
we're going
I'm
to
trying
have a
make
thing
you
called the
understand.
James Brown Children's Community Center of the Arts for children that can't afford to go to Juilliard. And this is something we're working on.
Well, I love
To
it
learn
very,
the
very
James
much.
Brown School of Music.
She got it.
And we love him very much, and I thank you so much for doing this for me, honey. I appreciate it. And thank you for coming and filming us tonight.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
You were pointing
Thank
at
you,
your
Mr.
pad like you had.
Yeah.
Thank you. We do have to get
That was
for-
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank
And
you,
by the
Mr.
way,
Brown.
it was a great show tonight.
Yeah.
God, thank
It
you.
was a
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming.
Amazing show.
I appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you so much.
And this is my thing, and I want you to realize what she's saying.
Yeah.
There's a thousand times on it.